do. I need to get that. Salute my G.
That's what's up.
What's going on with you? West Coast, Sacramento, California, man. What's going on with you?
What's good with it?
We are in here, man, with no other than the pioneer himself, Sacramento legend. You feel me? What's going on with you? We in here, man, with Bad Mouth C. What's going on with you, my bro?
I'm good, my nigga. Real good.
The weapons down, and silence the violence.
The drugs, the facts, and the gaps, storing all up, and you end up in body bags black. Face it, but don't trace it, cause I taste it. An eye-to-eye witness, a body's being wasted. Listen and learn, cause I'm concerned. Is your knowledge coming from a crook or a bookworm? This is a marriage no longer silent. Bad mouth will say peace. Silence a body.
Bad Mouth C. Can we ask you, my bro, where was you born and raised?
Born in Stockton,
Okay.
French Camp, California. But I don't remember being. I mean, mom's moved out here when I was about a baby, 9 months old. You know what I mean? She been in Oak Park ever since.
Okay. So you said you moved to Oak Park at how old?
Shit, I was a baby. I was 1 year old.
Oh, so you was born in Stockton, moved
Yeah,
to, okay,
yeah,
moved straight to Sac, okay.
Mom's packed it up and shot me to Sac.
Okay.
My grandmother.
So you was pretty much raised out here then?
Yeah, all my life.
Oh, man, okay.
All my life. But I still went back and forth to Stockton, you know what I'm saying, to visit with Pops and them. But, you know, so I kind of got a mix of both. To be honest with you. There's a lot of, you know what I mean, childhood days in Stockton, but not no schooling and that.
Okay.
It was just going to visit grandma on the summer days. Fucks with the little cats from Stockton out there.
Okay.
But it wasn't there staying the whole summer. It just like maybe a week.
Oh, damn, okay.
Boom, shoot back to Sac.
Well, Stockton be cracking too, so.
Oh man, Stockton. It was at one point in '91 the highest murder rate.
Yeah.
In California.
Yeah, no, Stockton it goes down, real talk. How long was you going back and forth from Sac to Stockton? Like pretty much just from the baby on forever then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, me and Pops, we was still fucking with each other. And my mom just didn't, you know, they didn't see eye to eye. So, and when I got older, I just started bouncing out there by myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She used to drop me off, come back and get me. But then I just started sliding out there by myself.
Okay, so going back and forth, man, from Stockton to Sacramento, man. Well, I'm sorry, did we say what part of Sacramento you was from, or grew up in, or was you all over Sac, or?
Nah, I mean I grew up in the P.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Elementary school, Kit Carson, middle school. Then you know when you go to move into certain areas of the P, it might shoot you to a different schooling. Like you know the belly of the P. Mostly everybody went to Donner or Phoebe Hearst. You know what I'm saying? I went to Newton Booth, which is closer to downtown. But
and what year was this?
This
is back in the early.
It was back.
Okay.
It was back. We gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, though, but I'm in the heart of the P, but just one block over can make you in a different jurisdiction as far as schooling was concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was right there in the belly on 2nd Avenue.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. What part of Stockton were you kind of going back and forth? Where was Pops at?
Shit. They was in East. They was all over, but when I first started going out there, it was in the East.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Filled with arms, and you know what I'm saying? And I'll go out there a couple of summers later, and grandma and moved to Mount Diablo, you know what I mean? And Conway, and you know what I'm saying? They moved around. But that was Big Mama. Ain't too many people got Big Mamas no more. You know what I'm saying? That was Big Mama, you know what I'm saying? So she kept a strict household up in there. I ain't never seen none of my uncles, aunties, none of them arguing, none of that shit. Grandma just kept it well in all the way around the board.
Tight. So going back and forth, man, from Stockton to Sac, you know, what kind of childhood, you know, what was your kind of environment going in Sac and in Oak Park, like in Stockton, and kind of like what was your atmosphere like? What was going on around them times? So your early years, you know, maybe all the way to like 10 or something, like all in them stages, early elementary.
Shit, in my growing up days, man, it was just all potential athletes, man. Everybody was competitive with athletes. We just, like I tell people, we been hip hop. I mean, from we played all the sports.
Okay.
Baseball, football, basketball, all that shit. But we also was hopping them fences at the swimming pools, jumping off the high dive.
For
You know
real.
what I mean? Buttercups, Coke 45s, the whole nine. You know
For
what I mean?
real.
And then to keep it in that same genre, the Green Bank. We all took martial arts, boxing,
Okay.
and gymnastics.
Oh, they,
You know what I
okay.
mean? I got kicked out of karate class and went to gymnastics because it was in the same building. And still was whooping on the karate class dudes, but still when I took up gymnastics, and it was,
Okay.
that's all we did.
That's another level, man. After doing gymnastics, that's a whole nother level, man. For
Yeah, I was
real, that's hard.
Yeah, it's another story behind that too. I was one of the coldest out there on that flipping
After doing flips and shit. Okay.
Man.
Okay, we're gonna get into that. So back during them time you were doing flips, the whole shit, huh?
Yeah, I had a little something going on.
Okay. So going into that, you did mention hip hop too. So you're growing up, you're a very active dude. You know what I'm saying, through the neighborhood, and you know, you're doing all this stuff. You mentioned hip hop. Like, when did you start like kind of getting into like hip hop, and what was some of the first elements that you were doing in hip hop? You mentioned flipping, so like.
What I'm saying is though, let me rephrase that. So we didn't know what hip hop was.
Okay.
But once we found out that that's what hip hop was in New York, as far as graffiti and breakdance and all that, we been hip hop. We been moving.
What year is this
and
then?
We talking about shit. 70's.
Okay.
Mid 70's.
Mid 70s?
Mid 70's.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Oh yeah, cause you're okay. Yeah,
yeah,
real
I'm a
tough.
triple OG, so I'm saying, but we battling against cats from out of Oakland.
Okay.
And like when we
And this is the elementary times.
this is middle school time.
Okay, so we're okay,
Elementary to
building
me.
up. Yeah, fifth,
Elementary
sixth
to me,
grade.
but it was cats that was in junior high school that was moving. My pioneers of that shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I got cats that was dancing that the cats that you knew didn't even know them. Wayne knew, but we, you know what I mean? The boy you was talking about, yeah, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, he was part of that crew.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so you said you're flipping and you said you're dancing now.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
and
used
this
to go
is
to
like
skate
junior
rink.
high school. Okay.
Yeah, we used to go to Florida skating ring. We didn't get no skates. We went straight to the middle of the dance floor. Everybody skating around us. But we in the middle of the belly of the skating ring getting it on.
If you can too, let them know, specify what kind of dancing was it though.
We
You know,
call
the
it
act-
hitting.
Hitting. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Other people, they call it boogaloo and pop lock and all that. We didn't do none of that.
Was pop locking something different though?
Yeah,
Wasn't pop locking something that was the shifty
that's
stuff
LA.
in New York? Or
LA is pop locking,
LA is pop
boogaloo and
locking.
all that. We hit.
And you was hitting, yeah.
We was hitting.
Like
Now,
the
we used to
robot.
lock. We used to lock.
Lock too,
We used
okay.
to lock. You know what I'm saying? They had a group way back in the day called the Lockers
Okay.
with Rerun and all that.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
Rerun?
yeah.
They came to Cal Expo.
Cause wasn't they more that type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
shit?
that was-
And
that was-
hitting was
that's-
more like
yeah,
bow to
yeah,
the
yeah.
rope, yeah.
So they used to lock.
Okay.
And I remember when we out there watching them at Cal Expo, and they pulled me on stage.
Oh damn.
You know what I mean? And I got a little taste of that little experience. It was that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
That's great.
That
It
was
is.
way
That's tight
back
though.
then.
That's the foundation though. That's what I was trying to say with D. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the foundation was the dancing to the
Right.
break beats and all that type of shit, right?
I didn't even know what breaking meant.
Yeah,
Until
well,
I
breaking
watched-
was the floor shit.
Well, so, no, what I'm saying is though, we when we say break dancing,
Yeah.
that was that spinning on your head.
Yeah,
type of
that's
shit.
the floor shit.
But I'm saying when I was listening to Ice-T, they say they used to do it during the break of the song. Like, you know, you be rapping and then the song breaks
Yeah,
down.
break down, yeah.
That's why they called them break dancers. I never knew
Oh,
that.
okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I never knew that.
Real talk.
That terminology. That's why they called it break dancing. But we, you know,
Because Sac and what the Bay too, we was all hitting out here.
the Bay, man,
We
Bay
was all
was raw.
hitting and locking in the Bay in the Northern
Bay was
California.
raw. Let me put that.
Yeah,
Let me
but
put
I'm
that
saying
there.
that's what we was doing. That's our shit to the breakdancing
Yeah,
beginning eras
yeah,
was the
yeah.
hitting and locking. We did that.
Exactly.
Northern Cali. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. See, that's different when y'all break all that type of shit. The New York had the break dancers or what they had? Because their shit was different. They was more doing the wave shit and
Man, you seen breaking and
yeah.
and Beach Street and all that.
Yeah, well, no,
You know what
they
I
was
mean?
they was breakdancing.
Yeah, they was
in
break
Beach Street.
dancing. You know what I mean? And they had a little different style.
And they was dancing
But
too, though.
the P, we just called our shit. We was just hitting.
Yeah,
You feel me?
that's the hardest shit though.
We
That's the
was
shit that motherfuckers still do. But you know, they do the other shit too, more the hip hop community like type shit. But the gangsters, they still kind of hit and all that type of shit when they. So yeah, okay. So damn, that's the foundation. That's real pioneer Sacramento type shit way over your head for some of y'all. You feel me? So man, okay. So man, you laying down the thing. Can you give us like a story you want to share during them times, like a memorable story, like this shit was hard, you know, when this shit happened, or
As far as
what?
what?
Just like a story back then as far as dancing. Maybe you did a battled somebody. You said something about the Oakland or something. You did a dance battle against some type of dance battle story type something. In that.
I mean, there's so many stories, but if you just want me to just pick one out the chamber, they had like a group called Derrick and Company out of Oakland,
Okay.
and they'll come down and put on a show, and we kind of like, you know, we had a group called the Disco Derby Dancers. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Them was our OGs, and they used to be at Sacramento High School and give battle contests, like for real. Like you go to an NBA game and the whole audience be out there. It
Yeah.
wasn't like on the streets where you have a little crowd like they do the battle rapping and everybody's. We did that too at William Land Park, but we really had contests with where Derrick and Company would come to Burbank, dance at the auditorium.
Okay.
They had the Emergence. We had the Chemical Wizard. Device. We was everybody in the hood was dancers.
Yeah, real talk.
If we wasn't dancing, we was on that baseball field, or we was on that hoop court, or we was on that football field.
Real
Everything
talk.
was athletic. Everything was competitive.
Yeah.
Everything.
Real talk.
Everything. This I'm talking about. I come from an era. It wasn't no Crips and Bloods where I was coming.
Yeah, no. I remember I was a kid looking at that environment and getting into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like
That's
a young kid, you know what I'm saying? Like watching, but probably seeing some of y'all when I was a kid and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that shit
real
was
talk.
that shit. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was
Real,
crazy.
real talk. So that's tight. So okay, so during this time, bro, you're in the foundation of all of this, you know, everything that has to do with hip hop and all that type of stuff, with the dance and the athletics. When did you kind of like start saying, you know, kind of start getting into the rap lane?
Well, you know, the first rapper everybody heard, I don't care who you say, was either Sugar Hill
Okay.
or Curtis Blow when he came out with Breakin'. I
Okay.
think that song was called, what was the shit called? I think it was called Breakin'. I could be wrong.
Talking about breaks. Is it
These are the breaks.
Yeah. These are the breaks.
These
yeah.
are the breaks.
Yeah.
Grandmaster Flash, The Message.
Yeah.
That's when I started rapping, when I heard Melly
So when
Mel.
you start hearing
When I heard
that,
Melly Mel, that was it for me.
Melly Mel, he was on Beat Street.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that-
He was
you
the
know what I mean?
ending act. Do you believe?
Hey, so I catch a case at 19, and I catch a case, I'm getting sentenced to the pen, right? So this is like 83, 84,
Okay.
right? So I'm hearing about people rapping and shit. Like I heard the Marvin song with DC and Big No Love and all them.
Okay.
I heard that,
Okay.
but we really wasn't even like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was something that everybody was trying to pursue. So we had set up in a jailhouse on RBF side. Got a note in the pad. You ain't got nothing to do, so I got a homeboy named Psychotic, Daryl Williams. we made a song called Just Us.
Okay.
And this is how I came up with the name Bad Mouth C.
Okay.
Because when we was like Just Us, you know, we say whatever we said, and he like introduced himself as Sir D, right?
Okay.
And so why he saying Sir D, he bust his little rapping shit. So why he said that, I'm trying to think of my name. You feel me? So as I'm thinking about my name, when it got to me, I said, now that you heard about Sir D, let me introduce myself. My name is Bad Mouth C, and we just fell out like, ooh, like, nigga, you came up with it. You know what I'm saying?
This is in the county or the pen?
This is the county. This is
Okay.
the county. I'm on my way to the pen. But we was like, Bad Mouth C, that's raw. You feel me? So from that point on, I felt like everything I said had to be some outrageous ass cussing a bitch out type of shit. Like, I'm Bad Mouth C, bitch. Don't say, you know what I mean? For real, for real. And then I kind of like, that was just the format of it. And so, go to the pen. This is crazy. I got to tell you about this story. Go to the pen, and I'm writing raps like the pen, red and blue. It's like a street conscious rapper.
Okay.
Not on no positive shit, but just on some facts, news type of shit. And they had a talent show on Susanville Yard one time, right? And they had this cat out of LA, this Crip dude named Aladdin. Now I don't know if you remember a little rapper named Super Rhyme back in the day. Remember Super Rhyme? He's talking about how he used to fly around with the S on his chest and all that. It's way it goes.
Fat Cat, or?
No, this is New York.
New York.
This
Okay.
this is back in Beach Street days.
Okay.
Called Super Rhyme.
Super.
He put his little mix in it with like he's a big Crip flying around him, and he called it, look, this is some real shit. He called it, he disrespected me, and I'm not even knowing. He calling me all kind of, you know what I'm saying?
This is in the county?
This is in the pen, homie. This is in
Okay.
Susanville. They gave a talent show on the yard. He clowned. He said, how many Crips on the yard? But he's clowning me. He calling me all out, you know, he calling me all kind of, I ain't gonna say exactly what he called me, but he calling me gang banging names, and I don't even know that this, we wasn't banging in Sac like that. We had
In 83?
we had a gang, but we wasn't gang banging against no Crips and no Bloods. We had a gang called Funk Lords. That's the first actual gang in Sacramento. Come out of Oak Park called the Funk Lords and the Touch Hogs.
Yeah.
So, all this shit he hollering, I'm like, what the hell is he calling me? I don't know what this nigga talking about. But my point is, he like, how many Crips is on the yard? And I swear, about 1,000 rags went up in the air. Now, mind you, back then, your penitentiary clothes was all blues. So even if you was something else, you still got blue. You got 2 blue rags, 2 blue beanies, 2 blue, feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, but when he said how many Crips is on the yard, I'm like, ooh, you feel me? But I'm not tripping because, you know, at the end of the day, that's what y'all doing. We on the stage, you know what I mean? But I ain't never had a mic in my hand in my life. I got to rapping my little shit, and you know, they got my little, they're like, man, you can get on that other yard, we're gonna have another talent show on the next yard. So I must have did kind of good or whatever, right? Get on there the next day, but now I'm in there right now. This motherfucker, they say, man, this motherfucker disrespected you. Okay. So now I get on stage, and now I'm clowning him and shit, and I still got it. They was like, okay, you go. Fast forward, get to the streets. Now, mind you, I wasn't no battle rapper, but now I meet Homicide and Brother Lynch, but Brother Lynch wasn't named Brother Lynch then, his name was Ice Cold.
Okay.
So we shoot hoop at John Steele after we get to shooting
And
hoop.
what year is this, if you don't mind us asking?
This is about, I want to say 86.
86, okay.
86. So, after every time we get to playing hoop, Saudi shoot a verse. We wasn't battling, but you know, it's all competitive, so you still trying to say the tightest shit, right? So he'll go, Lynch will go, I'll say my little spiel. We do that every time we go play hoop. But now, they had some more rappers in the P. That was from my hood. They called themselves Rappahoy, right? We had another cat from the P named Godfather, rest in peace. One of my favorite rappers, raw as fuck. he had one of them different type of styles. He wasn't no gangster rapper or nothing, but he just had his swag was just, you know what I mean? He just had that peace swag, but it wasn't no gangster shit. You feel me? He just talked about shit that was just, you know, that was just on some other shit. So we used to go up to when the Old Park Community Center opened up. We used to go up there and just battle every day. So I'm battling against all three of these cats. It's Jamal, Bull, and Shane, right? They throwing triples on me. You know, Run DMC throw them doubles, like, you know what I'm saying? Run to say something, and DMC will say something, but it's the same. They throwing triples on me and shit. But I'm going against all three of my homies, right? And that's when I started battle rap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I had a little homie from the hood named Stacy. We used to go record the little cassette tapes on the little boom box. And
so this is your first time recording?
Yeah, that's the first time you know what I mean? The first time I grabbed the mic was in the pen in Susanville.
Okay.
The second time I grabbed the mic is when I hit the streets coming out at my homie Stacy house.
So it was just like, what was it, like a 4-track or just regular tape you was recording on? Or
tape. He had a DJ, he had an old Radio Shack mixer, put the mic in there, and I rap over a cassette tape, and you know what I'm saying? I just started fucking with the 4-track until I made the song Get Your Drinking On and Let the Park Get 'Em. Yeah.
Kind of break that down, like what happened next? You started doing a lot of music there, or you eventually moved to a studio, or how did that, what happened?
I mean, we did, you know, at the end of the day, we ain't thinking about rappers like that. You know what I mean? We ain't thinking about making no money off this shit. We just having fun. It's a whole new, you know, thing that we doing. So I couldn't wait to record, get that shit to the streets, and give it to the homies. Listen, that's what I just did.
So what's some of the first songs you was pushing out there to the people?
Shit, I had a song called Cuss Words, because you remember my name Bad Mouth C, so I had a song called Cuss Words.
And this is still, what, 86, or what is this?
Yeah, it's 86.
Okay.
86. You know what I'm saying? So, Cuss Words. I had some other shit called The Pen. I told y'all, you know, man, I wrote that in the pen, but I had a song called The Pen. And Fat People.
Okay.
I had one called Fat People. You know what I'm saying? So once me and Stacy did our thing, I'm putting the little tapes out in the hood, and I met I'd been knowing one of my big homies. They used to pop lock hit named Robert Chopper. Y'all might know him as Red Rum.
Oh yeah, that's the bro.
But he was one of the rawest hitters back in our day, and he started getting into the music. And that's when we came up with the concept. That's when we made Let the Park Hit 'Em.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was the original Let the Park Hit 'Em. And let me just share with you how I came up with that concept of Let the Park Hit 'Em. Remember when Rakim came out with that song Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm cutting through the hood and I see Nunu, right? And we mimicking that. Let the rhythm hit 'em. Let the rhythm hit 'em. And I just said, let the park hit 'em. You know what I'm saying? And we just fell out laughing. I went home and wrote, let the park hit 'em.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so
that was a classic, man, for those out the neighborhood, man. If you don't know that, man, I don't know. You feel me? But that's a classic right there. So you didn't put out that, huh? Let us know about that song, how that came about, you know, what type, you know, what you used, you know, where the song originally came from and all that type of stuff. Let us know about that.
I just told you. Came from Red Rum.
No, yeah, but I'm saying, like, what was the beat? What was the sample? You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't no sample. It was just, you just played on the keyboard.
Oh, for real? Okay.
I said, let the park hit 'em. And then as that grew momentum and everybody, you know, catching on to the little hook, and that's when I sampled the beat by Zap.
Okay.
Computer Love.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And just redid the whole song like the Computer Love beat because that was more of a catchy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what everybody was doing back then anyway, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's crazy that people calling it sampling and all that shit right now, but we've been rocking over instrumentals. I've been rocking over the Battle Ram and, you know what I'm saying, and James Brown's instrumentals, and that shit was just the only thing we had.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and the cool thing about it is, in that same era that I was doing all this. Now, mind you, me passing out my tapes, I'm hearing about Too Short. But Too Short ain't dropped on the Mac out there. He got the same type of tapes that I got out. TDK tapes. You feel me? They're like, man, I got this.
In '86.
It's around. I'm just saying, it's like in that era. You feel me?
I think he dropped whatever the 84 bitches or whatever the heck it was, 74 or whatever it was.
Okay, well listen what I'm saying though. So basically what I'm saying is though, because I might have the years wrong.
Okay, yeah.
But what I'm saying is though, I was hearing about Too Short before we heard bitches and Born the Mac and all that.
Yeah, because that was like '88.
But I'm saying we hearing about when they got this dude in Oakland. That's kind of raw. But that's when if we listen to Too Short's his history. He talked about how he used to press up cassettes and get on the bus. So I'm hearing about this. This is what I'm saying. So I might have the years fucked up. But this is what I'm hearing
around
about
the same
dude.
time, yeah.
And I'm busting my little shit, right?
Okay.
And so when I'm hearing NWA, I wasn't making no diss songs about NWA, but I was making response songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they say, like, bow down to the Kingz and Raider hats, I'm saying bow down to the P and UNLV hats. You feel me? Because we rocking that red, right? So, but it wasn't no diss, but I'm like, that we rock this shit too.
What we doing, what they, real talk.
So, I'm gonna let you ask the questions, but it's so much shit that's going around that same era that I jump and let you know about it before, why it's still on my mind. Because now, as far as you saying how did it, what did you ask me about as far as how did the music jump from, as far as me doing one genre of the music, as far as 4 tracks or whatever?
No, not just was pretty much. I was just asked like when you start recording and how you recorded. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I was recording on 4 tracks.
Okay, so you did Let the Park Hit Him on a 4 track.
I did Let the Park Hit Him on a 4 track. It was actually a 2 track. I redid it with the Computer Love beat on the 4 track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the one I remember. Everybody's knocking.
And then I did Get Your Drinking On.
Okay.
Off that Genius of Love instrumental.
Okay. Yeah.
By what was that? L.A. Dream Team, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Oh, Dr. Jekyll, Dr. Jekyll, Mr.
Yeah, they, you know what I'm saying? So that became a little hood classic too. Get Your Drinking On. We shot a video to that.
Okay.
And
this is what year is this?
We shot a video to that to Get Your Drinking On 90, 91.
Okay.
Yeah, get your drinking on. Yeah, get your drinking on. Get your drinking on. Get your drinking on. It's about soul. So yo, it's time to roll. Gin is calling, let's strike to the liquor store. The shaman's called, get your drinking on. Now you got to admit that's a hell of a song. Back to the honeycomb hideout. That's where the booze, the girlies, and the homies hang out. Let's start out with the 5th, my friend. A fresh old bottle with some puppy face gin. I know that I'm gonna be tipsy soon. Messing with Jay and that cheap wine booms. Lee still crying, he ain't drinking tonight. You hear that drag high? Yeah, right. By 10 o'clock your ass will be full as a tank. Especially if you can't find no one stank. Every day it's the same old trip. I have a pint and next a 5th. My homeboy DJ got some girlies set up. Oh yeah, you know the rules. It's time to fuck. But before we start digging inside these guts, oh yeah, we gotta feed these brave ass nuts. Here's a toast to the people that like this song. Now everybody say, get your drinking on. Get your drinking on. Yeah, get your drinking on. Get your drinking on. Yeah, get your drinking on. Get your drinking on. Everybody in the house, get your drinking on. Yeah, get your drinking on. Pump it up, pump it up. Friday, it's time to shake a leg. Rolling on the bar with my homeboy Peg. The first stop, yeah, the liquor store. Outside it looks like a goddamn car show. Niggas come out with paper bags, some gin, some juice, and some goddamn zigzags. Bitches in the store trying to get through. Yeah, nigga. Hoes got a drink too. They need a reason to fuck up on they man. Being drunk is an old ass plan, but fucking let's strike to the bucket of blood. Niggas out giving the OP love. Coops, Bros, Eldorados. The streets is full of empty bottles. If you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. Slam your car in port, fucking go to sleep. I'm the king of the DUIs. Drinking unless it's not St. Ives. A nigga like Clem gotta have one fool. A young rapaholic from the old school. You remember back in the days when a nigga flipped? fucking with sodas and potato chips, but shit. Where's the drink? After 30 days, my memory's blank. Nah, I'm not in this alone. There's a lot of homies that get they drinking on Martin, Tone, Hot and Lee. Girl, Fat Kev, Your Wood and DG, Bubble, Maze, Q and Dave, Pig Leg, Sir D, Young Dre and Jay, NC, ND, Calvin and Aiden. You drinking food, you ain't said Nathan, LK, Spooey, John and Zoe, Side Bass, Pipe, Young Pete and Dino, Sterling, Mike, Dennis and Tim, Clem, and Clem to the homies. That's not here. I'ma make this perfectly clear. Every time we pop the cap, you get your share. And in the back of our mind, we say a little prayer. Since we are here and our homies are gone, let's stay strong before we get our drinking on. Get your drinking on. Yeah. Get your drinking on. Get your drinking on. Yeah. Get your drinking on. Get your drinking on. Everybody put their hands in the air. Yeah. Get your drinking on. We get your drinking on. And everybody's get your drinking on. We 4 deep and everybody's tagged. Yeah, bust it like this. We 4 deep and everybody's tagged. To support our drinking habits, someone must get jacked. So we move slow, striking with photos. Yo hot, park across the liquor store. I see some fools bounce up, bumping my old tape. That shouldn't stop a nigga from his pockets getting raped. I shot across the street, drooling from the mouth. Put a 9 to his mind, told the fool to get out. Break yourself, fool. This is a jack move, no problem. The shit went real smooth, so now we eatin'. Give us a fifth of gin, a burrito, some chips, and a cup, my friend. We struck, headed for the honeycomb. It sure feels good when you're getting your drinking on. I see some cars parked at the spot. They looked at Deech, I looked at Hot. Fuck it, I guess the jacket ain't stopping. Turned out to be 6 hoes jocking. Cool, let the whole park hit 'em. Your pay, you got some Jimmys, go get 'em. This is the end of this drinking song, but I'ma still continue to get my drinking on. Get my drinking on. Get my drinking on. Get my drinking on. Yeah. Get my drinking on. Get my drinking on. Pump it up, pump it up. Get my drinking on. Pump it up, pump it up. Get my drinking on. Pump it up, pump it up. Get my drinking on. Pump it up, pump it up. Get my drinking on. Get my drinking on. Pump it up. Yeah. Get my drinking on. Get my drinking on.
So that's the first time you did a video right there and put something out really like.
The first time I did a video was with said 916 Alliance.
Okay.
Me, DCA, P Flex, Marvelous, Homicide, Raw Deal, DC. Did I say DC Ray?
Yeah.
It was a couple of SAC. I'm missing somebody. But anyway, yeah, we shot that in, I think that was 90. It could have
So
been
that's
90.
kind of like when you met Sid, and how did all that come about? I was going to ask you, how did you get a part? How did you meet Sid, and like when did you get a part in 916 Alliance? How did all that come together?
I met Sid through Robert Foster.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think they was roommates at the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm fucking with Homicide. You know what I mean? Homicide coming. You know what I mean? He fucking with Pete Deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so me and him, we going over Sid's house, and like I told you earlier, we going back and forth. You know what I mean? Battle rapping, but not battle rapping. We ain't in each other's face like they doing on Smack, but we shooting lyrics, he's shooting lyrics, and that's what Sid, you know what I mean, when he's putting together that project, I came across the table on that.
Okay.
Because he was rapping everybody from every hood, you know what I mean, to do that shit.
So you came. So which one was your first? You said the 916 Alliance was the first video you did, and then you dropped yours after that.
Yeah, because that's when I met Jackie. I think her name was Jackie Moore from Sacktown Raps.
Oh yeah.
She shot that video, so we built a relationship, and I'm like, I need you to shoot a video to my little joint, get your drinking on, and then we did that. And I think in the same year we did, if not the same year, the very next year we did another video called Homies versus Homies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Did it, shot it at the big part, had everybody from the hood in the motherfucker.
shit is crazy. One homie got another homie pushing up daisies. And just last week we was kicking it. You asked how I feel about the shit, man, I'm sick of it. The game is uneven, it's not equal, because we feuding against our own damn people. Straight tickling the white man while we steadily fighting. Those motherfuckers is unite. We set tripping on our own set, and you can bet this ain't as hard as the shit gets. We going to funerals like the motherfucking movies. Victim is a homie and suspect is a homie. I'm going crazy trying to figure this shit out. Will a homie be the one to take our bad mouth? It's a thought I keep with me at all times. And with that thought, I also keep a loaded 9. In the streets, the gang can get hella alone. Cause all you see is homies versus homies. Same school, same hood, same ways. The only thing different, one lives and one lays. Mothers is tripping, they thought they were brothers, reminiscing how they were introduced to one another. Homies don't give a fuck about that. All they give a fuck is how to be strapped. They getting the point of their friendship, or the fact of the homie that they grew up with. Claiming they older and things change, so to solve it, they taking it to the firing range. Killing one another to stay down. Moms move so the trip is you out of bounds. They got new ways, new friends, and new hoods. Your homie membership expired, it's no more good. Miss me, don't hit me with that weak shit. You used to kick it, and now you wanna set trip. So what if you see things different? There's not a motherfucking thing wrong with another one's opinion. That's how it is, and you can't change that. And especially not with no motherfucking gap. If you're tripping, then call time out, brother, and give yourself 50 feet for one another. What you thinking about, man? That's your homeboy. If problems can occur, they can be avoided. It's hard to swallow if you're going out backwards, so just think about it, look at the factors. Now tell me, how you gonna face that fact? Your ego's thick, but your weak mind is bony, cause you the type of motherfucker that trips off your home. When it was rare to be strapped, we used to kick it, and boy, I miss that. The Esquire, the skating ring days, homie still tripping, handled it. Fantasia, the place with the double doors. That's right, we took it to the dance floor. Moving against each other, straight striking. Hitting on fools was worse than fighting. Shields, locking, pierce knocking, one big circle, and everybody was notching. It was cool getting things off your chest, letting off tipping at the factory or the vortex. Don't get me wrong, we still had our ups and downs, but it was very seldom that you heard a gun sound. Back then, your homie had your back. They got your back now, but it's done with a knife black. Nowadays, your homies is your worst foe, and it's a trip cause they got you in the front row, viewing the body of your loved one, and they're sitting there tripping off what they done, thinking, damn, I took my homie out. A guilty conscience is leading to the insane route, but save it, it's too late for that screenplay. You set trip, put your homie in a damn grave. You cross game and you can't be dealt with. Straight scandalous and haven't even felt it. So when you see me, act like you don't know me, cause you the type of motherfucker that'll smoke your homie.
Okay.
No later than 92, it was 91.
Okay.
A lot of shit happened in the same, you know what I mean? We did, because once you start getting something new, you can't wait to just, you know, you're a workaholic. You're like an ant. You just moving, like, drop another one. Drop another.
Yeah, well, that 916 Alliance, that was big through the city during that time. That was the
shit
biggest thing
big.
going.
We did a shit.
I had the record.
We did a show in front of 30,000 motherfuckers at Cal Expo. That shit was big. You know what I mean? Now you could. That's when you can feel the energy of the crowd. I ain't never experienced no shit like that. So we showed up and showed out on that motherfucker.
Especially when y'all deep like that, coming back to back on each other.
Man,
Like,
that shit was cool.
I know y'all was kicking it for real.
You know, even though we was trying to shoot a
That's
message.
that real 916 shit, y'all.
Yeah, even though we was trying to shoot a message, but we were still trying to keep it on some, on some hood.
Well, y'all parts still
shit.
sounded like, still like Homicide too and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Homicide for real.
Man, that's my dude, man, for real. That's a whole nother. That's my.
Saying so after that, kind of like give us like the catalog breakdown as far as what you was doing. Like you said, you wasn't really tripping off the music game. So did you continue? Let them know that you kind of like start putting out some more projects, or doing some video. What was you doing? You kind of just start leaving it alone, or?
I mean, I was just doing the hood shit. You know what I mean? I had my DJ Rios. He doing a radio shit right now. If everybody know about Ed Rios. Ed Rios was my producer, engineer dude, right? He the one that put the little CD out that I had with Get Your Drinking On, Let the Park Hit 'Em,
Okay.
Criminal Chances, Bud TKO.
Yeah,
And so we did a show in 90, I think it was 92. It was a pajama jam show with MC Breed was the headliner, Brother Lynch, and a couple of other cats that was from Sac. Had a little hall on Howe Avenue, right? We went in that motherfucker and we whipped that motherfucker up. When Old Park got on the stage, and this ain't no
who's performing?
This ain't no hood politics shit. I'm just saying when I got on the stage, we rocked that motherfucker. Okay. You can hear it all in the background.
So you was performing?
I was performing. And I just brought all my
Just
homies.
you or just
me.
Okay.
I'm talking about, Brother Lynch and them performing.
Yeah, it was
I'm
performing,
talking about,
but
me,
as far as you...
I'm gonna tell you something that's funny, but it's kind of hard to tell it because my homie ain't here no more, Homicide. But Homicide was at that particular time, he was my hype man.
Okay.
Because he was my homie and he wasn't on the song, but he was rocking the stage. So
you get on stage.
I got all my homies that's just gangsters. Come on stage with me, you know what I mean? M1, my big bro Hot, Big Lee, you know what I'm saying? Big Peg, rest in peace. Why we all on stage, right? So I remember when I'm rocking and shit, I said, Side, tell him what's happening, Side. So Side pumped up the crowd and woo.
Back in the days, nobody shit, but he really wasn't all that. He was a big chance nigga as a matter of fact, but you couldn't tell that to him though. Rolling around in the fucked up boat, no. 85 wasn't in my feet. Kamada was a caddy in the color blood pink, popping out so-called hoes. He was an amateur, tried to make flow though. I met the nigga at a nightclub. Standing outside, selling niggas fake drugs. Slick Brad was his nickname. Now bob your head to this gangster beat as I kick back. Brad hit a lick on the dice tip. He started out with a G, ended up with 6. He invested on some fake dope. Confident like a motherfucker swore he knew the ropes until he sold to a real nigga. That's just another pound food that got stopped by the trigger. Ass horse stops dancing. That's sort of the game when you taking criminal chances. Pump it up for me, Homicide. Yeah. Pump it up, One, two, coming up.
The homies, I don't know which one of the homies get the mic from Side. They so juiced, they ad-libbing and nightman and shit, and they wouldn't get a mic back to Side, right? And if you look at the video, I don't know this is going on. I'm rocking the crowd. I look back at the video, side, you know, he like this. And I'm over there rapping to him, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't, you know, I'm not fucking with that. That shit was hella fucked up. But that happened. We rocked that shit. And that's the only show I ever did, other than the Cal Expo shit. That's the only time I really got on stage, other than just doing, you know what I mean, little shit around the hoods and shit.
Okay.
And then let me shift gears a little bit and go up a couple more years. 94, 95.
Okay.
Now my tape is out. Right? I mean, I got it all pressed up and shit, so now my tape is out. I got it in towers and shit, you know, you can pay the little, you know what I mean, they on consignment. If it's sale, they order some more.
Yeah.
We doing that thing. That's when Jack the Rapper was cracking.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they had Jack the Rapper in Frisco. Too Short was one of the main, it was 95, because remember when Too Short was hollering about he was retiring?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same year.
Okay.
So we go down to the Jack the Rapper. I take all my cassettes with me, right? Because that's what Jack the Rapper is about. It's about networking with other artists and shit, right? I ain't never been to one though. So peep this though. So now I get out there and I'm peeping the scene. I see Mac Dre. This when Mac Dre had the song California Living.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? He waved up and shit. He wasn't no dreads and none of that shit. So we switching tape. He give me a tape, I give him a tape.
Mm.
He said, I'm finna shoot to the liquor store, man. Give me that tape. Whoop. I give him the tape. I'm outside the hotel. He come back, he had a burgundy van. He come back, he say, nigga, that Bud TK, yo, go, right? The Click was cracking. You know, they came out in 91 or something, because I remember hearing the Click the same time I first heard SIBO. You feel me? One of my homies from Vallejo put me on SIBO's music.
With that, man, what are some of the other type of stuff you done been involved with, some of the networking you done did and stuff like that?
Networking? I mean, shit. You talking about outside of rap?
Just period within the whole game, you know, rap, it could be the streets, you know, just let them know a little bit about, you know, about you.
I mean, like I told you before, like I said, I wasn't no rap. I didn't make any rap because I didn't really try to.
Okay.
Right? So, but I kept my foot in the game. So I'll shoot a verse or a hook or whatever, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna always dangle with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Hollis, play something to make me feel better. Yeah. Boy, y'all gon' feel this. By the way, this is Bad Mouth. OPG. I got Mr. Capital Boy up in this motherfucker. Young JJ. Yo, Marcel, do your thing, boy.
For the brothers who love me, suckers will ride for their homie. For the brothers who love me, killers will die for their object. For the brothers who love me, suckers can't even run the streets. Cause the G's from the beat. The moves are riders. The moves are riders.
We got that block sold up from state to state, moving that weight by freight, causing more hate than gates. It be your beatles from around the way that do not play. Far from a lake, but not quite yet to the bait. Attack with minnow, stack with minnow, mac with minnow. We keep a fat ass sack with minnow, and now we bang through an ear near you. Bucking up speakers too, bucking up next. While you bob to this, mob to this, and read the red prince, nigga. The soul part, and I'm not yet convinced, nigga, that you really knew the spot was hot, the Glock was cocked up. Well, old part Prince, nigga. Now can you niggas see, walk to this, crip hop to this, and at the same time keep it respectful? Yeah, if you walk through our valley, there is a shadow of death. You know what I'm saying? Many has tried, ain't nobody left.
For the brothers who love me, soldiers will ride for their homie. For the brothers who love me, killers will die for their object. For the brothers who love me, suckers can't even run the streets. Cause the G's from the beat. The moves are riders. The moves are riders. what you need. O.P.
And now my sons, the Fields gang, they didn't take over. They
Okay.
shit, right?
You got your son
But-
going, okay.
But I started venturing out to first it was photography.
Okay.
I was a paparazzi. I go to the beach and motherfuckers just be like, oh, there you go again. I'm G-string king.
Okay.
Then I started doing the videos. I had a little thing called Raps Gone Wild. So what I used to do, I just go to all the rappers. I'll go to like the BET Awards, right? Motherfuckers come out, catch them rapping and shit, put all that shit in a motherfucking gumbo mix, put it out.
Oh, damn, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I started that in like 2004,
Okay.
right? Went to the BET Awards.
We're going to show the people that.
Cold story though, real quick. Cold story, V. Now, I'm at the BET Awards, me and Homicide, right? So I got my cameras rolling and shit. I got my camera in everybody's face. I'm bold in the motherfucker, right? Yuck Mouth out there, right? But see, I didn't know that Yuck Mouth and LA spotted local all them and had their little thing, right?
Oh, okay.
Real talk.
Oh, yeah.
So we at the BET Awards. We at the Shrine Theater, and the Shrine Theater they usually give it at the other little spot by USC. Anyway, that's a whole nother get out. So we at the Shrine Theater. Next door to the Shrine Theater was a Chevron gas station, right? So I see the crowd migrate over there. Whoa! Now we see Suge Knight's. We see his little, he had a little Jeep, little burgundy Jeep, sitting on some 24s or something, right? And we see all these little cats with these Death Row shirts on, right? You feel me? So I'm in the parking lot, got the cameras on and shit, interviewing motherfuckers and shit. So I catch niggas battle rapping. Now, Mr. Fab there. This before Mr. Fab was Mr. Fab.
Freestyle King.
Fabby. So listen, one dude, he said, well, I got a camera named TikTok from out of Oakland. Now, mind you, Oakland is up, now I'm using my hindsight. I'm just giving you real shit though. Oakland deeper than motherfucker. Death Row deeper than motherfucker. LA, because we in LA, so you know, but.
And this is 2004?
This is 2004.
Okay.
I got that on point. It's 2004. So, I'm not knowing why Oakland deep. Oakland deep because Yuck Mouth Chain came up missing. And they out there on some nigga, we out here. I'm not knowing that at the time. I'm just filming. I'm just, you know. So, it all dawned on me like this. I'm filming this dude named, he got on his belt TikTok. He rapping. I got a camera, he see me. I got a camera. He go to gas it. And as he rapping, the dude from Death Row looking at him, and he just chime in and just went to disrespect him. Yeah, nigga, we Death Row, nigga, we wop, nigga, we snatching chains and woo, woo, woo. I'm thinking he just freestyled. I'm not knowing that he really took a chain, right? And then Fab come in there like, no, nigga, we woo, and then another Death Row. So then the police broke it up, right? But I never knew what that was about.
Oh, wow.
All Footage presents the best documentary on hip-hop, Raps Gone Wild.
But since I was a little kid, but now niggas grown up, I'm about to have my entertainment company blown up and sewn up. Understand like a Taylor, and we death row banging. Step in this motherfucker, we snatching chains.
Ever since the rap game has made millions of dollars for the major record labels, everybody and their mama picked up a mic and tried their flow. The trend-setting creative lyrics caused a worldwide epidemic. Now it's everywhere you look. Down south, Midwest, China, Europe, flow after flow after flow after flow. Now the question is, who's the tightest, the swiftest, the best? That all depends on how you came up with the thing. Cause people only relate to what they feel is real. But now you're about to witness one of the best showcase of talent there is on the globe of hip-hop. This DVD will allow you to determine your opinion on why Raps Gone Wild, Volume 1. Dig that.
And we rather use the aid of the lead, not fight. Look, Twilight, aka the future, man. Long Beach. Freestyle Friday champion.
Nigga, I told chromies, I told tools, real talk. Let the click black spark in broad day or after dark. Look at your sweatband, man. It's dingy like your white tee. And you got the nerve to talk about you hyphy.
You niggas is fake hood cats. How the fuck you don't like hood rats? Hood rats is one that go get the hood scratch. Let me know where the Mexican keep his kilos at. Let me in from the back. I attack him like a linebacker to the quarterback, cause I love the sack.
This is war out here, so the gun smoke lingers. My team just be shocking off on you like a stinger. My zealous is hitters and hard head lingers. And you will get hit for your whip if it's cleaner. We slide on them rims that are dice your tomatoes. Good fella told you that it's money on the label.
Understand this interstate 80 shit right quick. Understand this. I said, I hit him with a little bit of this, little bit of that, little bit of speed, little bit of smack, put him in the backseat, hit him with the plastic bag and zip lock that ass. He keep running his mouth, we running his house, take him on a trip to the yay, dock of the bay, push him off the pier and send him off on his way, but make sure we got an iron on his ankle like an anchor to sank him. I think I'm finna make a meal when I break him.
So even the same night, man, Homicide had we had a little hole in the wall after party. Yuck come in there, you know what I mean, and show his face or whatever, you know what I mean. We went on about some other shit, right? Bro, 2009. I'm gonna jump all the way from 2000, cause I went back 2006, but 2009, I'm doing another Raps Gone Wild in Phoenix. Fucking with HMF, Hindu Mafia, right? They're the ones that put out Sugar Free, Smell My Finger with L Fingers.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? I'm in the studio with L Fingers and all that type of shit, right? I'm in there clowning. I'm in there filming Sugar Free.
Out there, man, doing your film thing pretty seriously, man, getting out there, networking and stuff, and traveling and really being around the industry and stuff like that. So if you can, man, let us know a little bit about, you know, that whole, the direction that you're going with that. Are you still, you know, messing with the media stuff or what?
I mean, yeah and nay. I'm getting back on it now because, you know what I'm saying, I see that.
You say you about to start a podcast or something too, right?
Yeah, I got a podcast coming out now. It can be told, talking about some shit that wasn't ever talked about on a level that, you know what I mean? Like, I can't talk about the niggas we had kingpins in our hood, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna try to switch gears, but we couldn't talk about that. Like, they got gangland and shit and talking about the Rayful Evans and all that type of shit. We had some type of motherfuckers that was getting money too, but... Okay, so, man, if you can, man, kind of let the people know, man, some of the things you're doing now, some of the things you're about to do. I know you said you got your families and still, you know, you pushing them, your kids and stuff. Kind of let us know what's going on. You know, like I said, I'm doing the podcast. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting to connect the wires and shit. I've been talking about that shit for the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
I fuck with the youth, you know what I'm saying? But not just the youth, like, I fuck with gangster youth.
Okay.
I fuck with motherfuckers that will pop that thing, and I'm trying to stop them from popping that thing for no reason.
Claim to be the hardest, but I holds my own. I got more respect than niggas out here packing that chrome. I rolls alone, creep like A's for blown. I'm serious, nigga, don't think this is only a song. I did so much, never really tripped a rep, a well-known vet, but y'all know how people forget. See my whole hood change from on to off, hard to soft, fucking nigga, football to golf. But the reason I ain't left yet, cause there's some real ones left that's out there holding their breath. It's like they trapped up underwater, straight plugging their nose, watching their back, trying not to label them toes. All shows I feel is with them bitten the froze. Hearts is cold, kinda like striking a pose. Game is strange when the main rules is changed. All physical now, no more using your brain. So if you slipping, niggas won't get you. And if you're tripping, niggas may clip you. So what you do is act like you don't know, cause my niggas will get you, and that's the shit. So if you slipping, niggas won't get you. And if you slipping, niggas may clip you. So what you do is act like you don't know, cause my niggas will get you, and that's the shit.
You know, the whole segment of this conversation is about pioneers of the game, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm glad that I was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? If you mention it and you know, 20, 30 years from now, my name might pop up. That's a good thing to know, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that you can mention different subjects in the game. Some people don't even know I rap, but knew I flipped.
Mm-hmm.
Some people that knew I flipped didn't know I rap. Some people that knew I played hoop didn't know I was at the clubs knocking niggas out. You feel me? It's like they knew me on that level on. It's like I wore so many different hats. Yeah. It's like I was really bipolar in this motherfucking game. For real. It's like they didn't know. And like you bringing light to that situation. And I'm not trying to advertise or promote my stupidity back in the day. I'm just letting you know that I'm still relevant, whether they want me to be or not. You know what I mean? It's like I used to use this as I got two models I live by. It don't take me 2 hours to watch 60 minutes. That means like I ain't gotta hear all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying, for me to get to the bottom of me, stop fucking with you. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna take me 5 years, you keep fucking over me for me to leave your ass. No, bitch, it's gonna take 2 months for me to see what the fuck you can do in 5 years. That's what I mean by it don't take me 2 hours to watch 60 minutes. And another segment I be going by is that, you know what I'm saying, you only as good as your last show. You feel me? When I was doing the promoting thing with the laugh your ass off shit, me and Homicide, it's like I did it every other month. And then when I seen that, I started seeing shit in the game, V, like, cause I wasn't no promoter. I just decided to do something one time and it blew the fuck up. So promoters that was doing this shit that they never had that type of success on that one try, but they had more plug than me, they had more venues than me, they started, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You can't, I mean, I wasn't no rapper, man. I used as a gangster speaking my motherfucking mind.
Real talk.
You feel me? For real. I just had fun with that shit, man.
And that's one of the reasons why we here, Clem, today, man, too, man. We want to let you know that, Nico Vision, man, bro, that we recognize all the pioneer work that you put in, man, the SAC influence that you put out there, man. So right now, man, we want to give you all your props, man, all your praises, all your flowers, man, for everything, all the dedication that you did for the beginning scenes for Sacramento, bro. We really appreciate you, my G, and that's real talk, and that's why we here today, man. So we going to let y'all know, man, once again, man, this is Bad Mouth C, man. Sacramento Pioneer, you feel me?
That's the Sacramento Pioneer, but the real name now is OG Badmouth now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, OG Badmouth.
OG Badmouth, man.
Y'all make sure y'all continue to keep supporting this dude. If you ain't supporting him before, do it now. And those who've been supporting him, keep supporting him, man.
I got my day ones, man. It's like I got 10 people that'll buy anything I put out. That's all I need.
Man, real talk.
I don't need to do numbers. I just need to do real. You feel me? Real people that be like, man.
We appreciate you, you being doing the music and being a real street dude, you know what I'm saying? So, once again, man, yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that too.
You pop the Chris, let everybody know you the shit. You blinded everybody watching with that shit on your wrist. Toast to G's, pimps, players, C's and B's. Plus the ones who couldn't make it in that VIP. Heels and boots, looks like a video shoot. So much loot, it became the unbidden fruit. Games exposed, the lifestyle of major ass flows. Now everyone knows the owner of them 424s. Half and half, fake ass smiles and laughs. Bubbles, no bath, English ways and turning the math. Add and subtract the royalties off of this rap. Looking for straps, see who's watching your back. Plots and schemes, sticking like crooks and fiends. Now peep the scene, shit's more deep than it seems. Crime alert, snatching at your double that shirt. All of that work, just for someone to get murked. I'm just lacing on my young niggas, pimps and drug dealers, rappers who done made it, plus some thug niggas. Don't trip, this is an OG call. Bad Mouth was just trying to touch all of y'all. I'm just lacing on my young niggas, pimps and drug dealers, rappers who done made it, plus some thug niggas. Don't trip, this is an OG call. Bad Mouth was just trying to touch all of y'all.